Hello, and welcome to episode 5 of What If Civilization Started Over on the fantasy map. And the first event of this video is the Brown team exploring a bit more in this area here, around near the lake here, that they don't actually know about yet, then following the river, like this. Then they follow the coastline up like this, and at this point they kind of figure out that this bit that they're exploring here is a peninsula at this point, because they're going up like this, and it keeps going. Then the brown team expands like this, following the coastline. Like this. And the brown team, after this expansion, gets a new king because the old king died of old age. So his heir takes over as the new king of the brown team. This king is different to the old king. This king is more expansionist than the old one, which will be interesting. And the next event is the British team expanding a bit. A little tiny bit. Down here. And the bluish team expanding like this. Down here, and then the red team's king decides to do something incredibly stupid by saying that all the food is mine. And no one else gets any. Then he stupidly says, "Ah ha ha ha, you all peasants should die." Then a revolution pops up all over the red team in defiance of the king. And this revolution is led by Alexander Graham, which wants a little bit more freedom for the people of the red team. And they want to be stronger than the old red team, which was kind of seen as weak by the people in the red team. And the way to do that is to take over the government. And the revolutionaries go down. These three revolutionary groups connect up. Then they capture this town and go across the border of the purple team and capture this entire area. And these two link up, going across this river, across the border with the pink team. Then the troops finally cross the river, and this city is being squished from both sides, and we all know how this ends. The city gets encircled, and this city is captured, which was one of the last cities before the capital, and the revolutionaries are easily able to march to the capital, near the capital. Then what makes it worse is the revolutionaries managed to take over this entire bit of the country here after the troops desert, after not getting any food. Then a bunch of more troops desert, and yep, this entire northern area of the country here is captured by the revolutionaries. Then at this point the red team can kind of see that it's lost, and after they follow the border of the green team and capture this area and these two major cities here, the red team has essentially no armies left. And now that the capital is surrounded, an army enters the capital city and takes it, and the old king is overthrown, and Alexander Graham becomes the new king. And his new ideas is that the people vote for his cabinet, which is actually quite a good idea for the king to do. He should have been doing that anyway. And the new king is actually incredibly expansionist, and he wants to make the red team great again by any means necessary. That even includes wars to make their economy as best as possible. That's one of its main goals. Make it the economy as best as it possibly can be. So the king has full support of the people. And the red team is more nationalistic than it was before. After the king consolidates his power in the country, he decides to go into he decides that the red team should go into isolation for a bit to restore its economy after the war. So the red team is now isolationist for a while. The next event is the orange team trying to restore the old orange team by any means necessary, and they just storm into the pink team without any notice, and they just completely steamroll them. Like, there's no competition. They get to the capital within like a day, and they capture these two major cities, and the war's over. It was that easy. And let's look at this peace treaty. Yep, full annexation. at this point they're actually quite close to restoring the old Orange Team's empire. They need to invade one country to restore their empire, which is this one. But they'll wait a little while because they need to restore their economy after that. If I can find which layer is the capitals, the major cities layer. Yep, there it is. Let's add it back, this major city. Like this. Let's fix this little bit. Then the orange team goes into like isolation as well. Becomes isolationist as well to restore its economy. And the next event is in the capital of the British nation. The British nation finally finds the UFO that the red team found a long time ago. They find the UFO, they look at it, they take a few parts off it, then they bring it to a lab. What they do with those parts will be discussed in the next video, and this is the end of the video. Everyone, please like and subscribe. See ya. Bye.